Wet weather squarely in the forecast this afternoon in Santa Clara, California at Levi's Stadium. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the San Francisco 49ers. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten, and we're off in week 4. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And the Washington first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Gibson. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that nearly intercepted on his very first throw of the game. Fortunate there, it's second down. You look at this Niner defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
18 Cardinal. Drop 60.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 26. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. A give up the middle to Gibson. Still fighting for more. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Gibson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there's a 49er who's in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. Jamin Davis there to bring him down. The Niners hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Purdy. He's looking deep for Bell. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
The Commanders take over
Here we
first
go.
and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Go.
They go play action here on first down. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 23 yards on the play.
Curtis Samuel. It's a gain of 23 yards.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. They're now a 3rd down and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
18 rattle, 19 tight, 19 tight, 60 ball down, 60 ball down. Ready?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. 6-0 our score after 1.
The score, Commanders 6.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming.
Ready? Mustang 19.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Sly on for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Commanders 13, 49ers nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Fielded at the 33. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Come on.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action here. Purdy. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the...
I don't care what the scoreboard says.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. McCaffrey trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on 3rd and goal. Now Purdy. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now second and 11 from the 32. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That one downfield for Dotson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 41. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. Straight ahead, Gibson. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 83 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ready, go.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Gibson again. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation.
And got his man complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. In motion, there goes Bell. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
Here we go, at the 15-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here's Gibson on the read option.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. There'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Sly able to put this one through, and that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke because, all right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard.
All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's 2nd and 21 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Pulled in at the 24. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's caught by the tight end, Granson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
60 Maverick.
Back to throw here. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Throwing here, Purdy. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And this offense on 3rd down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. McCaffrey on the counter, and he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Purdy, big 4th down play. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's taken down inside the 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd down and 8. And off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Fielded at about the 28. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Here's 1st and 10. Purdy to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Here we go. 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Purdy to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Here's Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here it is. 4th and goal. Throwing, Purdy. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready, check.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. Still on his feet. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. That is intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who did that? Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's on his way. Christian McCaffrey. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And that not what they wanted. They lose yards on 1st down. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave it with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now a first throw here in overtime. Slings this deep for McLaurin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. They picked up a first down and a whole lot more. Forget about just looking for the sticks. They went well beyond the stick.
I know they were talking about guarding the sticks on defense. They didn't guard them very well. They got a big-time completion on a 3rd down. That's almost a backbreaker, isn't it? In overtime, every play's importance is magnified. And that one could turn out to be huge.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's going to be met at about the Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They need 12 here. It's third down. They'll set up a throw. Finding Gibson on the slant. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Let's go.
They'll try the left side with Gibson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is in a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Niners are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. One team squandered opportunity. It's another team's chance to win this thing. They forced that clutch turnover, and now all they need is a field goal here to win this ballgame.
Could not be set up much better, could they? A takeaway on defense. Now it's up to that offense to find a way to put themselves in position for the game-winning points. Touchdown, field goal, they don't care. Just find a way to win it.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on second down.
Brandon, just marked that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Now it's Purdy's turn in overtime. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So it all comes down to the right foot of Jake Moody. Whistles come in and a timeout. Just 8 seconds left in OT. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. This to win it in overtime. And now the kick short, but this is a live football picked up in the end zone. He's past the 30. Past midfield, look out. He's got the first down and then some. And he will score. That is a touchdown. No flags on the field as he picks up the missed field goal and takes it coast to coast. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Washington, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Niners, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.